The chart shows the number of millimetres of rainfall recorded in Wrexham and Swansea on 5 different days. So let's have a look. Wrexham is the pale colour, Swansea the dark. So on day 1, Wrexham is equal to 3, Swansea is equal to 4. Day 2, Wrexham is 3, Swansea is 3. Day 3, Wrexham is 4, Swansea is 3. Day 4, Wrexham is in the middle of 2 and 3, so Wrexham will be 2.5, and Swansea's in the middle of 3 and 4, which will be 3.5, and on the last day, Wrexham is 5, and Swansea is just below 5, it's in the middle of 4 and 5, so it's 4.5. See how that how much that helps us. On which day did Wrexham and Swansea have the same amount of rainfall? So the day where the bars are equal is day 2. On how many days did Wrexham have less than 4 millimetres of rainfall? So Wrexham has 3 on day 1, 3 on day 2, exactly 4, so that's not less than on day 3, 2.5 on day 4, which is less than, and 5 on the last of day 5. So it's on day 1, day 2 and day 4. So the answer is 3 days. On how many days was there more rain in Swansea than in Wrexham? So day 1, Swansea had more rain. Day 2 was the same. Day 3, Wrexham had more rain. Day 4, Swansea had the higher amount of rain. And day 5, Wrexham had the rain. So Swansea had more rain on day 1 and day 4. So it was on 2 days. Find the total number of millimetres of rain that fell in Wrexham over these 5 days. So this is where working them out earlier has helped me. So it's 3 plus 3 plus 4 plus 2.5 plus 5. So let's have a look on our trusted calculator. Checking 3, add 3, add 4, add 2.5, add 5 equals 17.5 millimetres, and the median, hey diddle diddle, the median's in the middle. So for Swansea, we're putting them in the middle over the 5 days. So Swansea had 4, 3, another 3, a 3.5 and a 4.5. So I need to put them in order first. So it's 3, 3, 3.5, 4 and 4.5. So the median is equal to 3.5 because it's the middle number. Question number 7. Draw a circle around all the fractions that are equal to 40%. 40% means 40 out of 100. I'm going to teach you this as if you haven't got a calculator. So if I'm cancelling that down, I'm going to be, taking a naught off the end or dividing by 10. So it's the same as 4 out of 10. And if I half that, it becomes 2 out of 5 in the simplest form. So let's see which ones cancel down to 2 out of 5. I can see that one is already 2 out of 5. 8 out of 20, if I half it, becomes 4 out of 10, which becomes 2 out of 5. A quarter I can't cancel down anymore, and that's the same. If I divide that one by 10, it becomes a quarter, which is the same. And 5 into 20, 5 goes into 20 4 times, so that one is also a quarter, so I have put the circle around the answer. 30%, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So because 100% is equal to 10, that means if I divide by 10, 10% is equal to 1. So I shade in 3 of the shapes because 1 would be 10%, 2 would be 20%, and 3 would be 30%. Find in its simplest form. We need to make the numbers on the bottom the same. So we look for what is the lowest common multiple of 3 and 6, or what is the smallest number the 3 and 6 go into. So if I'm going through my 3 times table, 3, 6, 6 times table, the first number on both lists would be the 6. So I need to change them so the number on the bottom, or the denominator, is equal to 6. The first one is already 5 out of 6, so I need to change a third into something over 6. Okay, so when I'm changing it to something over 6, I'm saying how many 3's in 6? Because I multiply the bottom by 2, I multiply the top by 2. So 1, 2 is 2. So now that becomes 2 out of 6, and when we subtract fractions, when the denominators are the same, you just take away the numerators or the number on top. So 5 take away 2 is 3, and the 6 stays the same. To cancel that down now, you can divide top and bottom by 3. So if I divide top and bottom by 3, 3 goes into 3 once, and 3 goes into 6 twice. Question number 8. 3 take away minus 4 plus minus 6. Okay, depending how you want to do this. Alright, when you're taking away a minus, it becomes a plus, so it becomes 3 plus 4. And when you're adding a minus, it stays as a minus. So it becomes 3 add 4, take away 6. 3 add 4 is 7, take away 6 is 1. You could have done that straight away on your calculator if you wanted to, by doing 3 take away open bracket minus 4 close bracket plus open bracket minus 6 close bracket equals 1. The next one, we've got a 20, and then you multiply it out. So minus 3 times minus 2. A minus times a minus is a plus, and then 3 times 2 is 6. So it becomes 20 plus 6, and then a plus times a minus is a minus, and 5 6 is a 30. 20 add 6 is 26. 26 take away 30 is minus 4. To find the percentage of a quantity, there's lots of different ways. So depending how you've been taught, some people will change that into a decimal and do it as 0.87 times 58. Some people would define 1%, and 1% is 58 divided by 100. So 87% then would be that answer, which is 0.58 times 87. And some people use the percentage button on the calculator and would say 80, multiply 87 by 58, and then just press the percent button on the calculator, which is normally behind the equal sign. So whichever way you do, 87 times 58 equals, with the percentage button, comes up as 50.46. Find the value of each of these to one decimal place. The easiest way to do that is put a bracket around the top and the bracket around the bottom, because we need to work out the bottom. Because there's more than one term, you need to do that together. So in terms of that one, you're typing that into a calculator, it becomes 75.61, close bracket, divided by, because that line means divide, 42.3 plus 6.34, close bracket, equals, right, they want the answer to one decimal place, so one after the point. So it comes out as 1.55. So to one decimal place, the 5 is either 1.5 or 1.6. So the number after is 5 or above, so it rounds up to 1.6. Make sure you're looking at the one decimal place. The next question, 3.4 squared, and the squared is the x squared button, plus the square root of 6.457. So looking at 3.4 squared plus the square root of 6.457 equals, and this one comes up as 14.101, which to one decimal place is either 14.1 or 14.2. So because this is 0, which is lowest, stays as 14.1.